Hello there and welcome to another how-to. My name is Jess and today I'm going to show you how to do an assignment on Canvas. So over here on the left hand side you have all these blue hyperlinks. There's two ways to create an assignment. The first way is to use these hyperlinks. You can click that link that says assignments and it directs you to this page. Yours may or may not be blank depending on if you've already created assignments. To create an assignment this way, you can click plus assignment, give it a name, example assignment, and then you can do whatever you need to do on this assignment. So you can spell out the directions, upload YouTube, and to upload YouTube, you just click the YouTube button, which is nice, because then you can search immediately in YouTube. You could do that by copying and pasting the YouTube link or just flat out searching for it. So let's say solar system. And you will notice that different solar systems come up. When you embed the video, it actually will show a full video. So on this, there is the need to be able to go in and make sure the formatting is right. Like, you want the video on a separate line? Do you want it in line with the text? Do you want the video in the middle? It all depends on how you want it. So if I wanted to add another one, I could add another one. I'm going to click cancel though, or actually okay, to go ahead and get off of YouTube. If I wanted to embed something else, I can choose from the external tools. Some of these might depend on what your school has a license to, so just be careful of that. You can do everything you can do with Pages and anything you can with a Word box. Make sure you add points. You can group them to an assignment. So if you have different assignment groups, like you have group work and independent work, or you have online work, whatever you might group your assignments as, you can select the specific group or even add a new group right here. So let's say I'm adding a new group. New group is going to be practice. Add group. It is now grouped to practice. Points. I'm going to do complete, incomplete for this. Submission type. You can choose no submission, online, on paper, or external tools. So if you are teaching in class and you want students to actually turn in work to you, you do on paper. If you want them to have an online submission, you can do online, and you can choose any of these. Depending on what students have access to file uploads, you might want to restrict upload files and say, I'm only accepting Word documents or Excel spreadsheets or PDFs, because that's what my computer can read. It makes it easier on you for grading. They could submit a website URL. Maybe you have an online scavenger hunt and you want them to find one or two websites that they would like to see in class or something. That would be awesome. You can also do an external tool. Now this is how you get Nearpod in an assignment. So you click external tool and then you come over here and click find. You can choose one of these options. I'm going to just show Nearpod, but it's a very similar process to the rest of the options. I want them to go to Nearpod and create it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to log in. Let's see if it'll let me do it. No, it might not let me do it because I don't remember all of my passwords. Not going to bother with it. But one of the great things about Nearpod is that it will allow you to very easily and accessibly gives students the ability to complete what you would like for them to complete. And so if you want a specific Nearpod in there, all you have to do once you are able to sign in is click the Nearpod, and then it will automatically download it into the Canvas app for you. So let's see if that worked. Nope, didn't work. All right, that might have to be another video. I'll come back to it. No big deal. But it will actually automatically populate it into this assignment, and you should be good to go. Choose which allowed attempts that you want it to be. If you want the assignment to have a limited number of attempts, you just click however many attempts you want the kids to be able to have. When you assign it, choose who you're going to assign it to, choose the due date, and choose when it's available from and when it's available until. So that means after the until date, even Canvas will not accept it as late. A good recommendation because of COVID-19 is to give kids plenty of time to complete their assignment. So even if, let's say this is a simple assignment that is just a couple of clicks and you want them to complete, I would still give them probably 5 days to complete it, because you never know if they have access to tech, if students are experiencing tech problems, you don't know. But when you do this, make sure that you select the date and you complete the time. Because if you just do this, it automatically sets it to 11:59 p.m. on the day that you select. So make sure, if you're not okay with the 11:59 p.m., you set a specific time. At the end, you click Save. It's not going to let me do that without my link on. I'm just going to put no submission for now. Click Save. I don't need a due date. And you will notice here that here is your assignment. If it is a Nearpod link will actually populate in this area. Now, you can add a rubric to this if you would like, to show what the students' points will be for each type of rubric. This is super simple, where you add a criterion and you can find the description, you can write how many points, you can do the ratings, you can title your rubric, and you can choose some of these options. The great thing is that once you do this rubric, it is actually saved in your system. So you can go back and reuse it. If you want to find a rubric, you can do a search and find a rubric that you've already created. Here's the other thing. This is not published. In order to publish it, you got to push publish. I'm going to unpublish it real quick so you see the second view. So when we go back to assignments here, you will notice that this example assignment, it's not published. So you have to click publish to publish. It's under the new group of practice. And then in order to see it in a module, you will notice there's no example assignment. No example assignment. So what you have to do is you have to add. So if I want to add an assignment, you have to choose which one there is. But notice these are the ones that are published. Mine's not published. The second way of creating an assignment is when you're in the module section, and this is this view. So you make sure you click modules and you'll come over here. Click the plus button, assignment, add new assignment, give it a name. I'm going to indent 3 times just so you see how the indentations work. And you'll notice it's not published. To edit it, click it, and it comes to the edit screen. Make sure you click edit. And it's the same way we did assignments the first way to do them. I personally really like going through the modules blue link and creating an assignment this way. The reason is because then it's already there, it's already linear, and I don't have to worry about where I put something. It's already here on my main page, and this is how I see navigation. So for example, in order for my students to even get to give it a name, they have to complete these first 3 things first. Again, it's not published, so you got to go over to assignments. These 2 are not published. So let's publish them. And you'll notice in modules, that's now published. You will also notice that when you click assignments, that now we have more pages available. I don't want this assignment here anymore. I'm going to move it to day 2 coaching. And I'm actually going to delete it because I don't want it there. But remember, to actually delete it, you can only remove it from your module section, but to actually delete it, you have to go to assignments. And you have to click delete. One of the great things is that this is Sync to Focus enabled. So if you use Focus, that means that whatever the kid scores on this assignment will be directly linked to your gradebook in Focus. So keep that in mind. Again, I'm going to delete this because I don't want this here. And since this is a group, you can even delete an assignment group if you want. That's completely up to you. So that is your crash course on assignments. I will be back with another Canvas how-to shortly. Thank you so much. If you have questions, drop them in the chat below, and we will do our best to answer your questions. Have a great day.